welcome to another episode of the Daily Collection. This is your non-stop shop for all things awesome. That's lame. Today we're going to get into movie posters. A little bit of movie posters, a little bit of autographs, and one topic that a lot of people seem to be interested in, this movie, Halloween. So right here, this is a very rare international one sheet of the film Halloween. Very sought after. It's pretty well signed. Charles Cyphers, Chief Brackett. Tucson, best wishes, Charles Cyphers. John Michael Graham, Bob. He put Sean, I'll be right back. Don't get dressed. Very scandalous. Erwin Yablans, producer of Halloween. Brian Andrews, who played Tommy Doyle. Mickey Yablans also signed it. He put, he's gonna get you, and drew some cool artwork on there. Producer Joe Wolf, I was able to meet him before he passed away. PJ Souls, Linda, Tucson, all my best, totally. Kim Gottlieb Walker, she was the on-set photographer. Sandy Johnson, Judith Myers, Tommy Lee Wallace, Nancy Loomis, who signed the poster, Nancy Kies, the Shape himself, Nick Castle, Mr. Dean Cundy, the director of photography. The first person I ever had sign this is John Carpenter. Big old Tucson best John Carpenter on there. I was fortunate enough to get Kyle Richards, who played Lindsay Wallace. Believe it or not, I was on the very first episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It was during the filming of the A&E backstory. I was being interviewed for that, and I happened to be in there the same day she was being interviewed. So I brought the poster with me to get signed. So Kyle had a film crew following her around. I had no idea what it was about, but it was for the show, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And they stopped me and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Do that again. Here, you leave the room and come back in. I'm like, I just wanted to sign my poster. I'm like, oh no, we want to get this. We want to get this on film. So I ended up being the nerdy fan who's like, you signed my poster? Nancy Stevens, Nurse Marion Chambers. Jim Wimburn, who doubled Michael Myers in The Fall at the end of the film. That's basically his ass falling towards camera. Tony Moran, who was the face of Michael Myers. He told me at the time when he signed this that it was the very first Halloween autograph he had ever signed. He said he'd never signed an autograph before in his life. And then I told him about conventions, and well, he signed a few since then. This is a big one, Mustafa Cod. We had him at the 25th convention, 25 Years of Terror, and I had also met him before. Such a great guy, such a tragic loss. He's the real godfather of Halloween. And Judith Myers' boyfriend, we like to call him Quick Draw, Mr. David Kyle, the one and only convention appearance he did at the 40 Years of Terror convention. Will Sandon, young Michael Myers, actually the very first Michael Myers to ever appear on camera. There aren't too many people left I could get on this thing. Unfortunately, I never got Deborah Hill to sign it. In fact, I never got Deborah Hill's autograph at all. I met her one time. They had a little pre-party before the 20th anniversary screening of Halloween. So that would have been like 98. And that's the only time I met Deborah, and I never got her autograph. We desperately tried to get her to come to the 25th convention. There was a lot of resistance from her, and I remember at the time we took it as very negative from her, but we also had no idea what she was going through medically at the time. Now I understand why. You know, I'm glad I at least got to meet her once. One question I get asked a lot is, have I ever met or do I have Donald Pleasant's autograph? I never met him. I never got his autograph. Never met the man. And the big one, Jamie Lee Curtis. This was the first time I ever met her. I went to her very first children's book signing. Sorry, Jamie. That started a trend that I don't think she was very happy about. Horror fans showing up at her children's book signings, but I went to her very first one. I want to say it was 1994, maybe. This is the poster I brought with me. I think one other. And she obliged. She wrote Happy Halloween, little heart, Jamie Lee Curtis. Also special because it was the first time I ever met her, and started a relationship that she didn't know about until years later. So anyway, that's the one. We'll throw in a little extra tidbit here. My fiance, Naishali, a lot of you know her as Nay, is an incredible artist. I mean, painter, drawing, just creative. And I'm so proud of her. She's been making these little houses, and I said, try to do a Myers house. And she did this out of basically cardboard and popsicle sticks and stir sticks. I mean, this thing just blows my mind. Look at this thing. The level of talent on this girl is just mind-boggling. So I told her, yeah, she should make some movie houses and start with a Myers house, and just thought I'd share this with you as well.